to start the next unit in 2 days. Really? We're not taking a... Do schools not take breaks when, like, students kill themselves? Like, Shakespeare class for this year. I'm looking forward to it even less than I normally would. It's really last minute, but I threw out the whole lesson plan I had prepared. I'm supposed to be teaching Romeo and Juliet. I mean, is there a Shakespeare where someone doesn't kill themselves? As you like it? Does someone kill themselves in Twelfth Night? But somehow, I don't really think the class is going to be up for studying a play that ends in suicide. I struggle to put an entire lesson plan for something a little more lighthearted than that. A whole lottie of love. Yay, Charlotte. Okay, that just about wraps it up for this unit. Alright, and what month is this now? Oh, okay, we're still in November. Damn, okay. I hope you've all learned at least a little bit. I'd like you to note that the syllabus has been updated. We're going to be 12th Night. Alright. We're going to be doing 12th Night next, not Romeo and Juliet. Your libraries all have a copy of it already, but your homework for tonight is to not read the script. Don't read it at all. Don't even look at it. Crisis counselors, yeah. We're going to be watching the 22 movie version in class tomorrow, because theater is meant to be seen. Then we'll look at the script, that's all. Strange, I normally get cut off by the lunch bell ringing. I guess I must be getting better at my timing. Alright, you can go. I'll go for lunch a couple minutes early. Approves of this homework. Your homework is to not do homework. Wait, why aren't we doing Romeo and Juliet? Is it because of Isabella? Holy shit. There's a loud clamor as everyone leaves the classroom at once, same as always. Same as always, there are students staying behind. But lately, it's been less than before. Well, one of them's dead, one of them's hanging out with his gay boyfriend. Hey sis, can't stick around today. Miss Mighton wants to see me, like, now for some stupid reason. See you later, okay? Of course, it's not a problem. Good luck with her. Yeah, I'll need it. Laters. I guess it's just us then. Yep. Take out my own lunch. Start to eat quietly. Charlotte does the same. An awkward silence hangs in the air, though. Did you know that it's okay to just sit in silence? John, my dude, my guy. Right? But I was thinking, like, since they were, like, all friends and, like, knew each other, I figured they'd be like, hey, here's some counselors. Please talk about your feelings. And it'll be okay. Young 17-year-old people. Things have been really rough for me, and I took that out on you. Sorry, I was a jerk. Really want to be on good terms with you again. Can we talk about this, please? I really want to put this behind us and be friends again. Alright. So, yes. She stops uncomfortably. I can tell she wants to say something, but can't bring herself to. Talk laters. So, how is 12th Night? Is it good? Guess it depends on whether or not you like Shakespeare. Yeah, kind of. He's not as bad as everyone says anyway. Well, then you'll probably find it very funny. Ah, that's good. More silence. That's obviously not what she really wanted to ask. That's alright. I'm really glad you're happy with him, by the way. So worried because I know you're not gay, but I'm glad you're able to make him happy in spite of that. It can't be easy. That's very brave of you. Wow, Taylor. There's some things I need to say that I think need to wait. You're kind of a dick. I can't take this anymore. I'm just gonna ask her. Oh my god, John. Is there something wrong, Charlotte? No, not at all. I'm fine. I give her a look. It's just. This is a weird question, Mr. Rook, but do you think she was telling the truth? Who? What? Oh, Kendall, she said she was going to talk to a teacher, but do you think maybe she was just lying so she could avoid me? I'm taken aback by the question. I don't think so, of course, but why would she think that? Why do you ask that? Does she seem like she would do that? She's probably done it before. Okay, I understand. Let's do that. It's a date, then. I see that language you're using. And Taylor, let me tell you. Boy, howdy. You're gonna get disappointment. But even now that we're talking again, she always seems so reluctant to actually talk with me. We never really say anything of value, and it always feels like she's uncomfortable being with me. And it's not like she's talking to me on a me either. I guess that's true now that she mentions it. Although I don't think her understanding is quite right. Well, as much as anyone can understand Kendall. Blah, blah. I don't think she actually can stand me anymore. I feel like I should just talk to her and tell her that she doesn't have to make excuses. No, I think she has lots of feelings and she doesn't know how to process it because she's 17 years old and you're okay, Charlotte. Would you really do that? No, because I'm selfish. Selfish? She stops, as if only now she's realized what she's been saying. As if only now she realizes how emotionally vulnerable she clearly is. Promise not to repeat a word of this, Mr. Rook? Of course not. But she still has trouble coming up with the words. How long to beat? Don't take it personally, babe. It just ain't your story. Oh my god, is it not on How Long to Beat? Surely. It is. Let me look it up on the actual computer. Or like, there it is. For some reason on 3 hours, maybe 5 hours. All right, 3 to 5 hours. We're 2 hours in, so okay. But she still has trouble coming up with the words. Were you aware that we used to be a couple? We only broke up a few weeks ago. Well, I have to stop myself from saying, of course. I have to give it a moment's thought. I knew it, of course, but how did I know it? Did I read about it on a Me Connect, or did someone also mention it in front of me? I mean, you can say you got the feeling because, like, Isabella was like, ugh. But, like, I'm just gonna say I didn't know, just to be careful. It's not worth taking the chance. No, I didn't know, but it explains a lot. See? Yeah. Have you ever had a perfect thing before, Mr. Rook, and ruined it? Man, what a question. More than once, actually. I'd love to say it gets easier, but it doesn't. No, I imagine not. Still, I miss everything about the way things were. Kendall is just so perfect. Is she? Are you still in love with her? I don't know. How can you tell when you're in love? Is it just like all the songs or all the movies? If it's not like that, does it mean I'm not in love? Tough questions. Yeah, tell me about it. All I know is that I can't bring myself to give up on her, even though she's clearly not interested in me anymore. She's just conflicted right now. Like Taylor, you also just have to wait, but I know you can handle it better than Taylor. Maybe that's how you know it's love, because it makes me act awful. Stare at her, giving it a long, thoughtful pause. She's wrong, of course. She seems unusually dense, too. I can tell that Kendall wouldn't be friendly just for the sake of appearances. I think anyone could tell that. What she sees in her, I have no idea, and I don't want to play either matchmaker or a cheerleader for teenage girls. But I don't get how she could be so wrong. Why not just ask if she wants to get back together? She seems stunned at the proposition. I don't think you understand, Mr. Rook. I was the one who broke up with her. If anyone has to make the move, it's her. It's out of my hands. Well, I mean, you can't admit that you made a mistake? What's the harm in trying? What's the worst that could happen? I could lose her. I could cause her to just finally stop even trying to put up with me at all. I can't. She takes a long, deep sigh, trying her hardest to calm herself back down. I feel bad for getting her so worked up. I guess that wasn't the right approach for her at all. Damn it. I don't want to lose her. Well, that's it. Just welp. Pause again, considering my approach. You said you weren't sure what love feels like, right? That's right. Well, in my experience, it means you know it's worth the risk. Love means you'll try anyway, even if you know for absolute certain you'll get shot down, because you have to. Oh, God. So you're saying Ariana, or whatever her name was in love with you? In all my experience, that's what it seems that love is really all about. So I think that's what it comes down to. Are you still in love with her? She's silent, and I can't tell if she's contemplating the question or just thinks that I'm crazy. It's probably a little of both. She looks down, and there's a long silence. Neither of says a word, and I don't know what to say. After what feels like the longest time without saying anything, at long last, Kendall returns. Sorry, bro. Am I interrupting anything? Charlotte takes a moment to calm down. No, not at all. We were just talking about the play we're going to study. Ah, balls already? For reals? I'm afraid so. Time to get to class. Yeah, obvo. Not obvi. She starts to leave just as soon as she came. Charlotte starts packing up too. Hey, Charlotte? Yes, Mr. Rook? Then I try to think of what to tell her. Charlotte, stop being dense. Go to Kendall and say, listen, I messed up. I shouldn't have thrown away what we had. The time away from you has shown me how wrong I was. I understand if you say no, but would you take me back? Exactly. Do I wish her good luck? Like, I want to wish her luck, but I also feel like I have to be more proactive, especially after what's-her-face died. But what if I'm wrong? Our trust will be ruined forever. Ah! What's the worst that could happen? I kill more kids? Do you trust me, Charlotte? Of course I do. You're my teacher. I'm about to break your trust in me. I think you should do it. I can promise you that it'll turn out well with the most absolute certainty. Oh, John. No, honey. Exactly, thank you, Todd. Kendall wouldn't have come back into Charlotte's life if she wasn't interested in even having a discussion about it. Correct. I can guarantee it. I think you really just ask. Oh, John. How can you be so sure? Yeah, I was a long shot. I definitely can't possibly explain how I know. I couldn't ever. Just trust me. I promise. Well, thanks, Mr. Rook. You're a fucking weirdo. Fair enough. She turns and walks off to join Kendall. I lean back, staring at what's left of my lunch. Half of it still left sitting on my desk. What an intense conversation. I never thought about Charlotte that way before. She's always just been the smart, focused one. It's almost like people are more than like two-dimensional characters, which is funny because, never mind. I can only wonder how things will work out, but I sure hope it's well. That evening, wow, he's really taking it seriously, isn't he? Yeah, wow, for reals. Fuck, my dude. Still have my work cut out for me, thanks to my sudden last-minute major lesson change. Definitely starting to regret this. I don't have nearly enough prepared. I wonder what my own high school teachers would have done. I know the answer. Wasted several entire days by getting the class to read the entire play out loud. Yeah, but that's so fun because then you learn who like the actors are. I'm determined not to do that. I'm not going to be that kind of lazy prick. Nobody learns anything that way. They just get more confused. I guess it depends how smart your students are. Like in my specifically Shakespeare class, like that was pretty engaging because like it was like specifically Shakespeare. It wasn't a requirement. It was like an elective. So like we were all there for Shakespeare specifically. Damn my standards. This motherfucking guy. And the rain it raineth. At least this time I brought my umbrella with me. Not gonna make that mistake twice. The first to arrive is, oh, that's surprising. It's one of the boys. No. Hi, Ariana. You're not usually here this early. Yeah, I guess not. Actually, I came here to talk to you. Oh, well, how can I help you? She approaches closely, and I can't help but think of her prior advances. I'm alone, Mr. Rook. Completely alone. Oh shit. With Isabella gone, I'm in such a bad place right now, I can't stand it. Fuck. Yeah, bruh, they told each other about, like, everything. They were best friends, weren't they? This must be hitting her really badly. Can't imagine what that would be like. Last night, I found myself thinking, I don't have any homework, so it'd be a great night for hanging out with Isabella, just watching TV or something, but no. I can't because she's gone. I really need someone to be here. Stop that, Goosebumps. I really need someone to be here for me. Is that so wrong, Mr. Rook? Are you saying I don't deserve it? What are you asking, Kittio? Kittio? Kitty, my bro. Ariana, I'm your teacher. Let me preempt you there by saying it's important we keep a professional relationship. I don't care. I don't need another teacher. I don't need a professional relationship. I need a friend. Do you not know how that feels? You don't have to do anything like that. I just want a hug, Mr. Rook, and someone to tell me that things will be okay. That I'll be fine without her. Is that too much to ask for? Is it really more than I deserve? Is that really more than I deserve? She asked me. That's harsh. I was gonna try to Iron Man it, but I might not have the gumption. Let's see. It's not more than you deserve, but I'm not going to give that to you. That's 100% not my place. Am I being too harsh with her? Like, she has been through a whole hell of a lot. I mean, she did just lose her best friend. Poor kid. Maybe she's right. I'm not crying. Taylor's crying. No, it's not too much. Sorry. I gave her a hug, entirely platonically, and told her gently, hoping it's at least some small comfort. She squeezes back tightly. So tight I can feel her chest swelling against me, which I definitely notice because I'm a gross pervert. Thank you. Gradually I let go of her, and she smiles a bit. Sorry, it's not much of a consolation. Then suddenly she goes up on her toes and plants the briefest of kisses on my lips. I don't know why I even fucking tried. I'm left utterly speechless. No, but thank you anyway, Mr. Rick. It's just a nice reminder that I'm not completely alone out there. Ariana, I swear to God. Sorry, I won't bother you like that again. Just a girl can dream, can't she? Yes, but you're not dreaming, you're acting, and those are two completely different things, and I need you to really not. She goes to sit down, and so do I. I shouldn't have been surprised that she'd try something like that, but I feel like, well, hell, I don't know how to feel. Grossed out? All I know is that I try not to make any eye contact with her. Maybe not ever if I can help it. All I can do is sit at my desk quietly and wait for everyone to come. Is that a new sweater? Are people wearing new things? Good morning, Mr. Rook. Hi, Charlotte. Really happy to hear that this time I did actually remember my umbrella. Good work. Really isn't very pleasant weather, though. I'm glad all we're doing today is watching a movie. Weather like this really wears down on your spirits, doesn't it? Yeah, I think that's it exactly. Moving to California has actually been pretty nice. Speaking of weather, this is a tiny segue. Because okay, I used to live in Michigan, which is surrounded by fresh water. So as you imagine, we get lots of weather there. Lots of snow, lots of rain, lots of clouds. And so first of all, I do have this UV light going because I have like seasonal depression thingies. And the UV light just helps with it. And then living where it's like cloudy a bunch of the days of the year kind of sucked. So like, yeah, when it rained a lot, I'd just be like kind of gloomy. But now here, living in California, um, like it's just really nice that like it only rains a little bit of the year, like a smidgen of the year, and when it does, it just feels like nice and refreshing because like then everything becomes like green and shit and alive, and it's not like wet muck. It's more like life-giving water. So, water's a weird thing. Behind her, the rest of the class slowly starts to trudge in. Apparently, nobody else is enthused about the weather either. Hey, Mr. Rook, is it possible that I could speak to you after class today? Oh, sorry. If that's bad, then I don't. No, it's fine. I'm not in any hurry to go out in that rain again. I was just checking. Is this about what we were talking about yesterday? No, it's not about. It's about school, really. I just had some questions about. It's okay, Charlotte. Don't worry about it. We can talk about it after school, not a problem. Meet me in my office? Okay, thanks. Alright, let's see. Gotta help me out, Taylor. When it comes to men, I'm the world's biggest pussy. I'd ask Isabella for help, but, well, it just sucks. No matter what I do, guy like keeps turning down my advances. I keep backing away meekly. Hot season and rain season. Chilly. Chilly. I also, I hate cold. Lol, you're kidding, right? I'm trying to get back my boyfriend through the most desperate acts possible from some pretty boy fag, and you think I'm pulling anything off? I'm not exactly doing any better. Can Taylor just like fuck off though? You just try being a little more forceful maybe? Because I know you can be shy, and not all guys go for that? I don't know. Clearly, I'm totally useless here. I know it's a shame that the guy you like won't return your affections, but unlike me, at least you don't have to think about how he'd rather have some fruity boy suck his dick instead of me. Could always be worse. It's not all about the cock, jeez. I just wanna, be with him. He's smart, he's attractive, and he only really seems to turn me down out of a sense of responsibility, which is, oh, cat, so amazing. No, Ariana, he's the perfect general. It's not because of responsibility. It's because there's a power balance between, first of all, a teacher and a student. Also, like a person who's like, how old am I? 38, 38 years old, and 17 years old. There's just really bad power dynamics there, Ariana. That's gonna like taint your whole relationship. No matter how much you try to not let that happen, it probably will. And hi, Kitty. I love you too. I'm glad you're here in my time of stress. Chilly doesn't really bother me. It's been low 40s, but the rain really kills my joints. Ugh, I know. The pressure changes. I get like headaches, and then just the cold just makes everything like more poppy and terrible and joints. Ugh. So I feel you. I don't know. Maybe being forceful is the way to get around that. I'm just not very good at it. Oh my god. Of course it's going to be what we talked about yesterday. Who's she kidding? 3:55 p.m. Here's another shitty discussion on 12 channel that I'm going to make you read. As far as classes go, it's still pouring rain out. It's not surprising for this time of year, but still, a dreary way to end the day to be sure. Charlotte's probably already on her way to my office. But before I go, this motherfucker. Wait, are you saying you don't want to suck his cock? Are you not talking about the guy I think you are? Yes, I'm talking about the guy you're thinking of, and of course I want to suck his cock. Don't be ridiculous, Taylor. It's just, that's not the important thing that I want. I want love. I want a good friend. I want to be held. I want someone to understand. And yes, I want to stick too, but I could live without that so long as he just acknowledged my affections. I know you understand how much it sucks to be ignored. Anyway, I'm sorry for bothering you. It's fine. Misery loves company. At least you understand how awful it is for me to watch those two. There they go at it again. Thinks the actor in this movie is so cute. I think you're cute. He's cute what? Grammar joke. Gotcha. Oh, right. I'm looking at 12 channel. Yep, okay. Cool, cool story, 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 cool story. I hope there's not like any. Just graduate and give it a try. Right? I mean, there still might be a power dynamic there, but like, at least just fucking graduate. Like, John is trash. He'll probably still date you, but like, just graduate first. Fuck. Well, that's enough dawdling for me. Time to go. I'm not reading this 12 channel trash. Hi, Mr. Rook. Hi, Charlotte. Why don't you have a seat? I'll talk about what you're having trouble with. Whoops, I keep freaking right clicking. It's about her, of course. Kinda figured as much. It's just. Mother, pet me. I know you said you thought I should try approaching her, but I keep worrying if I'm not better off just being friends anyway. There's always a lot of tension, you know? I know what that's like. Was it worth it? Maybe. I don't know. Understand, the last time we were together, my academics did sort of suffer. I actually failed an exam last year. You? Really? Sorry, I don't want to be mean. It's just shocking. That's why I worry. My parents were not thrilled about that. She was always pressuring me into, well, you know how she is, right? She always wanted me to be more carefree like her. And I do really like that about her, but there's not like a balance between her doing like straight and narrow things like you. I get it, because they're gay. Um, and you being all like carefree and whatever like her. She trails off, and I'm not sure what she was even going to say. But what? But I don't know. I mean, it's fun, but she definitely brings out someone else in me. Is that a bad thing? There's a very long pause. Charlotte appears lost in thought, apparently unsure herself. She always said she liked me better when I did. She's a person I do very much respect the opinion of. That's the best answer I can give. What do you think that means? I don't know. I mean, do you like you better when you're like that? Because it sounds like you didn't for a little, but now you're reconsidering it. Love is complicated, isn't it? Yep, tell me about it. There's another long silence. Neither of us really have anything to add to that. It's not awkward, it's just, what is there to say? The worry doesn't leave her face. I can tell she's not happy that there aren't any answers. But I mean, the hell do I know about high school lesbian drama? I don't even get normal, I like how that's in italics, women at all. This is just past me. Because lesbians definitely aren't normal women. If she were having boy troubles, I could offer something from experience at least. What the fuck experience do I have with someone like Kendall? Really? You never dated like a punky girl? Woman? No? Okay. Right? Basically. But there has to be something I can say. Oh shoot, I should have moved my face. I forgot my face is like right here covering up the little buttons. Can you guys even read this shit? Oh, basic.